Good day, folks. This is Dimple Alcos, and I will be discussing body language and nonverbal communication skills in this video. So we will be delving the body languages and nonverbal communication skills in connection to public speaking. So first and foremost, let us first define what is body language. So it is the movements or positions by which you show other people your feelings without using words. So it is very self-explanatory that body language in public speaking refers to the nonverbal cues of a speaker that uses to communicate, such as facial expressions, gestures, posture, eye contact, and movement. And also, it helps reinforce the spoken message. It also conveys strong confidence, engage the audience, and create a stronger connection towards your audience. And with that, effective body language can make a speech more impactful and believable. Now we also have here nonverbal communication, which means it is essentially the exchange of information without using spoken words. So effective nonverbal communication helps the speaker or helps you as the speaker to establish a strong connection with your audience. So maintaining your eye contact towards your audience, for instance, fosters a sense of engagement and rapport. So a speaker who appears confident and approachable through their body language is more likely to connect with the audience. So body language and nonverbal communication is somewhat connected to each other. So there are just several differences between nonverbal and body language. And I just want you to remember that all body language is nonverbal communication, but not all nonverbal communication is a body language. So along the way, we will be delving differences between body language and nonverbal communication. So now let us discuss the types of body language. So we have here body movement and posture. Consider how your perceptions of people are affected. The way you sit, walk, and stand. The way you move and carry yourself communicates a wealth of information to your audiences. So importantly, as a speaker, a public speaker, you must set to your mind the perception, or you must perceive that your movements in front of your audiences, the way you sit, walk, and stand in front of them, you must set to your mind that your actions must not embarrass your audiences, must not affect the way your audiences listen to your speech. So you must be careful, or you must lessen those unnecessary movements in front of them. And with that, the way you move and carry yourself in front of them, the way you portray yourself in front of your audiences with a huge of confidence, you will really deliver your speech perfectly. You will have this smooth speech in front of them when you portray yourself with a lot of confidence. So next we have facial expressions. So the human face is extremely expressive, able to convey countless emotions without saying a word. So facial expressions is crucial when it comes to public speaking. So your facial expressions will help you to put emphasis on the messages you are conveying to your audiences. So your facial expressions could be angry, could be sad, or could be happy. So these facial expressions will help you to deliver your speech lively to your audiences, connecting your facial expressions and your messages into your audiences. It is a big help for you to convey your messages so that your audiences must absorb or grasp the ideas or information easily through the help of your facial expressions. Next, we have hand gestures. So gestures are woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Use purposeful hand gestures to emphasize points. Gestures often expressing yourself without thinking. So hand gestures, this is a body language which is unpredictable. So as we all know, in our daily lives, we use hand gestures even in reporting. We hand over some hand gestures unpredictably. So this would help the speaker to also deliver his or her messages with a strong emphasis of emotion towards his message. So it will put emphasis on the ideas, emotions of the messages being conveyed by the speaker towards his or her audiences. Now showing you the proximity. Move around the stage or room to engage with your audience and add variety to your presentation. So proximity means it is just like bridging the gaps with the setting wherein you are delivering your speech. So it's just like roaming around the stage for you to engage your audiences, or it could possibly, the speaker could really roam the audience's places for them to ask some questions, interview the audiences, for them to engage your audiences towards your presentation or towards your speech. So as a speaker, it is important for you to engage your audiences, for them to be more participative and to lend more their ears with regards to your presentation. It will give them an eye-opener to really listen what you are conveying towards them. Now at this point, we'll be discussing the types of nonverbal communication skills in public speaking. Now we have here the vocal variety. Vary your tone, pitch, and volume to add emphasis and keep your audience engaged. So vocal variety is crucial in delivering your speech in public speaking. So varying your tone, pitch, and volume adds emphasis to your key points, making your message of course more engaging and memorable for the audience. And also it will it's about making your delivery dynamic and interesting rather than being a monotone speaker. So it will give emphasis also to the feelings of the speaker in delivering the message. Next is pauses. So use pauses to create drama, emphasize points, and allow audience to absorb information. So pauses is crucial when it comes to public speaking. So it will help your audiences to absorb the ideas and information in their mind. So strategic pauses can create drama, emphasize important points, and it will also allow your audience to process the information. So they also prevent your speech from feeling rushed or overwhelming. And with that, pauses give your words weight and allow for a better connection with the audience. It is because you give time to your audiences to grasp and absorb the information from your speech. Another nonverbal communication is the touch. So, touch to connect with your audience, such as asking, handshaking hands, or patting someone on the back. So, as a speaker, appropriate physical contact, such as this, handshaking or patting on the back, it is also depending on the context and cultural norms. So it can help build rapport and create a stronger connection between you as a speaker and to your audience. So it conveys also warmth and sincerity as the speaker, but the appropriateness of touch is highly dependent again on the relationship with the audience and cultural norms. So let's say for example your audiences are Muslim, so it is important for you as a speaker to ask permission to your audience if it is okay to pat them on their back or to have a handshake with your audience, so that you as a speaker could also show respect towards your audience. Now we have here paralinguistic cues. So use paralinguistic cues like nodding, head tilting, or smiling to show you're engaged and interested to your audience. So as a speaker, using paralinguistic cues effectively can significantly improve communication with your audience. So they demonstrate that you are actively listening and responding to your audience. And it also helps you to build rapport and trust in between you and your audiences. And with that, they also add emphasis and clarity to your verbal message. A simple nod can show agreement or understanding, while a head tilt might suggest curiosity or empathy. So, one of the best example is the nodding with regards to paralinguistic cues, in which it gives a cue that you are in favor of your audiences, or you agreed with the side of your audience. So it is important for you to use this nonverbal cues to communicate your audience. Lastly, we have the proxemics. So be aware of the physical space between you and your audience. So as a speaker, it is important for you to know your boundaries or your space between you and your audiences. So in formal settings, maintaining a respectful distance is usually best. And with that, being aware of proxemics is essential for effective communication. And the physical distance between you and your audience can impact how your message is received. Too much distance can feel impersonal, whereas too little distance can feel intrusive or uncomfortable. So, the right distance depends heavily on the cultural context and the relationship between the speaker and the audience. In conclusion, public speaking takes practice. A public speaker must be authentic, must read your audience, use positive self-talk, and get feedback. A public speaker is also about the willingness to grow. By developing key skills, engaging your audience, and continuously improving, you can become a confident and effective speaker. So, importantly and lastly, as a speaker, you must be ready to accept critics with regards to your performance. Being a public speaker is also learning yourself along the way, learning new things, exploring new things, advices for you to really mold yourself as an effective speaker, confident speaker in front of uncountable number of crowds. It will really help you to nurture yourself more when you are ready to accept criticisms, practice yourselves, and also get positive self-talk for you to improve yourself, for you to improve your performances in your public speaking.